Uh,
All right. Now that the camera is righted and the microphone is unmuted, welcome to the Initiative Syndicate presents a very heavily modified version of Dragon Heist. When we last left off our players, they were attempting to track down someone who had stolen something during this big explosion near their base of operations. They think that this particular thing that this person stole may shed more light on all of the events going around. There's apparently some stone that everybody is trying to get that unlocks a fortune, and maybe it was the stone. They have no more leads on the mechanical man who launched the fireball attack, and when they headed into this mansion's front yard, they were confronted by what looked to be a houndsman and his dogs, but under the light of the moon, they changed into creatures from beyond the grave. And that is actually where we're going to pick up. The party is in the front yard. They've just defeated the three shadow-like creatures, and now they're going to try and figure out where to go from here.
all right, so these areas are still completely darkness.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna try and give it a whirl, see if I can't go ahead and climb over the fence again. I don't think I really tried before. I was just kind of helping people up.
Oh, that's right. You're still outside.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, I could dimension door in. Um, but I'd rather, or I could turn into a giant ape and climb over.
The grape ape.
A gray babe. Okay, so I'm gonna try and climb over the fence.
Okay. Make a. Um, you can pick athletics or acrobatics, whichever you choose.
I'm gonna choose to do a backflip over the fence.
You got it.
Whenever they say, "Oh, that's a total of 8," whenever they say choose acrobatics, I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna be doing this with a backflip, I guess, or like a double handspring."
Well, that's an 8. Okay, that's cool.
Oh god, this fence is tricky.
I just hear him splat against the walls. I'm like,
Try and double handspring, but I don't get any loft and just eat shit right into the fence.
you just hear.
So you attempt to jump over the fence, like straight hop over it, not even trying to climb it, and you don't quite clear it. You land about halfway up, and then you kind of do like this cartoon slide face plant on the gate all the way down, almost in like slow motion.
Oh geez, did the fence get taller since I tried to do that? I thought I'd nailed it. Cratch, you still got that rope? Maybe a little help?
Uh, I'm sitting on the ground, like leaned against the wall. I'm like, oh, yeah, sore. Get up. I'll get up and look through my pack and grab a rope and just throw it over. See if I can help pull him over.
Go ahead and yeah, you can attempt now. I would call it a athletics check, but I will give you advantage since Cratch is attempting to help you over
Oh, so
with the rope.
he rolls. Okay.
Yep. Is a natural 16 for a total of 16.
Yeah, 16. Your footing is a little shaky at first after you basically face planted into the front of the gate. But with Cratch's assistant, you're able to get over the gate with relative ease and land on the other side. Um, make for me one final dexterity saving throw
Savings.
on your way down.
18.
Okay, so on your way down, you slip for a second, and you kind of do this recovery little, almost like a little somersault, and you land on your feet. But when you land on your feet, is your Tides of Chaos, has it been refreshed?
Let me see. It has been refreshed. Yes. I believe so.
Okay. I'm going to make a special super duper secret roll for you when you land.
Double secret probation roll.
Okay. When you land on your feet. The ground is kind of firm, but it kind of shakes you a little bit at the core. It's a much further drop than you thought. There's suddenly a burst of wild magic energy that sparks from within inside your body, and it unleashes almost in like this bright blue bubble all within the area surrounding you and your friends and dissipating the shadows. The radius of this thing lights up the yard almost like like some kind of a bomb or something went off, but there's no sound. It's just a burst of just pure wild magic energy. You're kind of blinded for a second. Cratch, Ulzin, Abraham, Lictus. Everyone is sort of blinded for just maybe 4 or 5 seconds, and it's like the world went silent. And as you start to regain the use of your eyes and your ears, you blink and you look where you landed, and you see the familiar shape of Cratch, and Cratch is kind of rubbing his eyes. But you look, and it's just you and Cratch.
Oh boy, not again. I'm sorry.
Step on.
What?
What'd you step on?
I don't think I stepped on anything. I think that was. You see, I'm not. I'm not from this world. I come from the Feywild. When I was in the Feywild, I started getting these magical powers. I don't know where they came from. Uh, but sometimes they just happen, and that's how I got something similar to that happened, and I got teleported to this plane, and I've just been kind of waiting to go back to the Feywild. Does this place look like the Feywild?
No, you're still in the yard.
Okay.
But yeah, apparently it did something different. It's like it's wild magic or something.
So we're still in the same. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it just can't be tamed sometimes.
So we're
As
still in
as he's telling you the story, you are reminded that he hasn't always been blue, and he hasn't always had feathers for a beard. And he's displayed other weird things that have happened when you guys have been battling, such as spells duplicating themselves and excess bursts of lightning coming from a non-lightning type spell.
I'm gonna grab him and start humping it towards the trees, just because that, Gus, that light was awfully bright. I'm sure that notified somebody that we were here, so we need to book it out of here.
Like completely leave?
Well, no, we at least need to make ourselves out of the wide open here.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to the trees and let's regroup and see if anyone comes.
Yeah, maybe the rest of the group got kicked somewhere else on the property. Maybe they're still looking around. So
Yeah, I can try and send message. It's one of my little baby spells here. I can see if I can get a hold of any of them. and just tell him to meet us at the trees. Um, so I'll run over the trees in here with Cratch.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take out what kind of looks like a little paper clip, and it looks like it's been kind of beat to shit. You know, when you bend metal and you try and bend it back, it's
So
not
you're
perfect.
you're attempting to cast message.
Message, yeah, the cantrip.
So message, you have to be able to see the creature, and they have to be within 120 feet of you.
Oh, do I have to see him?
You don't have to be able to see them, but they have to be within 120 feet of you.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I don't know if they are or not,
You're
so I'm
right.
gonna
You don't.
try and.
I thought you had to see them. So I am
Oh
wrong.
no.
I am wrong.
Yeah.
But it does
Yeah.
say that you point your finger toward a creature within range.
So I'm gonna. I guess I'll point the wire back at where the group was previously,
Okay.
and see if I can get a hold of anyone. And I'll
And
just
what would you like your message to say?
hey guys, that my bad. Me and Crouch are at the tree. If you get this, just meet us here. Okay, bye. How do I hang this thing up? Hello?
You get no reply.
Oh, crud.
So I think that realistically rules out the possibility that they might just be invisible.
Yeah, that could be. I would say that Gus doesn't fully understand any of his spells, so he wouldn't be sure, since it's all kind of wild and foreign to him and he never worked for it. I'd say like some of them he doesn't completely know how they work.
Sure, that would be fair.
So they didn't get it. They normally respond to me if they do. So it's the spell could be broken. My paperclip could be broken. I don't know. It may just be us, buddy.
Let's. Can we? Can I see from the trees any any doors or anything?
On the building?
Yes.
Yeah, you see a door here where I'm pinging. You
Okay.
see another door from your recollection, not from necessarily where you're standing right now, but you saw a door there. And that's the only two doors that you see, and there is a pathway that leads to the south, and there was a door, and the outside of that building kind of looks like it could be a stables. The building to the far southeast.
Yeah. Do you want to go check inside, Gus? Maybe you accidentally teleported them inside, or maybe they went in when they were blinded. They stumbled towards the door.
Yeah, it could be anything could have happened. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's be quiet and we'll stay pretty close to me because if we get into trouble, I can do my dimension door and just poop us out.
Do we see any? There is there any more like mastiffs or people watchmen out that we can see?
You don't see any other movement in the yard.
And that bright light, we'll probably give it a couple minutes just to see if it draws anyone out as well.
All right.
So
A few minutes later.
you wait about 5, maybe 10 minutes to see if maybe your friends come back, or to see if there's any sort of commotion caused by the giant bright light, the giant blue blast of just wild magic energy. And you saw a couple lights turn on in the buildings across the street, but after maybe 5 or 6 minutes, you see people shut their drapes or their curtains back, or blow out their candles, and you're assuming go back to sleep.
From the last session, my strength modifier by those shadows got kicked out. Is it still in effect?
Yep.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I still have it marked.
Okay. Yeah, you won't be able to regain your strength until you do I believe, a short or a long rest.
Okay.
And a short rest is what, like an hour?
I think it's like a minimum of like an hour, yeah.
Okay.
Could we? Yeah, could we just do a short rest, waiting to see if anybody comes out?
Yeah. When you guys came in this general direction, you guys arrived here. I want to say it was between like 11 and maybe midnight.
Yeah, something like that. Pretty late.
So it is. I don't see why not. You still have the cover of darkness, and you're hiding under the trees.
All right. Yeah. Let's wait a little bit longer for him. I don't want to, just in case.
Yeah.
We'll heal up a little bit.
So you both begin to try to relax. You can burn some hit dice here if you need to or if you want to. And you kind of reflect on where your friends went. You're wondering if they're okay. But you still have the task at hand. And you're trying to get these answers because you feel like the longer that you put it off, the more danger you're going to be in. There was already one explosion right outside of where you're at, and now you're caught up in the middle of all of this. So the sooner that you can get to the bottom of it, the better and easier you'll both rest.
All right. Well, it doesn't look like they're coming. Let's go to this your door and see if they're inside. Maybe they're tied up or something.
All right, I'm with you.
Did you roll all your hit dice?
Well, that's what I was trying to do.
Oh yeah, I'd give you a minute. No worries. We technically took a whole hour.
5d10.
Yeah, you have up to that many. I mean, you don't have to use that many.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 10 of them. I'm just going to use 5 of them right now. Four back. All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. So
I'll hug close to you that way. You need to use Dimension Door.
yep. So I'm gonna come up to this door here. And I'm just gonna see if it's unlocked.
That is a good question. No, the door is not. The door is not locked.
Gus, I got my key right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and open her on up?
I'm gonna take a swing with my warhammer.
Okay. Make,
I'm gonna do it
make,
with both
make,
hands.
make an attack roll.
Holy but Jesus, that's some key.
Jesus Christ! Fucking doors kick my ass.
She's roll
13. 13.
Yeah.
I get a plus 10.
Yeah. The you hit the door. You make pretty good contact with it, and it knocks a big piece of chunk out of it, and you can kind of see inside a little bit.
Can I cast Ray of Frost kind of on the hinges and see if I can just kind of give it the good old boot down after you did that to get the whole thing?
Yeah.
I do that.
That's a cantrip.
Yes, sir.
So
Yep,
you're able to pretty much make short work of the rest of the lock on the door. And the door kind of splinters from the impact and the cold. You find yourself in this one-story stone building, which appears to be attached to the main house. You see a bunch of beds and some other things, that some furniture, foot lockers, some tiny little, maybe you can't see them on the map, but they're in there. Like maybe some tiny little tables. This kind of looks like it is a area for maybe some house guards. There are 10 bunk beds in this room. And there's a few wooden mannequins in the northwest corner. They look like they're designed mainly to hold weapons and maybe armor. But there are no guards, there's no weapons, and there's no armor currently.
Does it look like anybody's been in here anytime lately, or?
Yeah, it's not. It's actually pretty well kept. It doesn't look dusty or like it was abandoned.
Okay.
Oh man, this brings me back. This reminds me of home. So I've got 15 brothers and sisters, all fairies. And yeah, I mean, I had the biggest bed, of course, but yeah, we all shared a bedroom kind of like this. It was a lot of fun growing up with them. Oh, gosh, I can't wait to get back. Can I go over and see if any of the footlockers are unlocked? See if there's any moolah.
Yeah.
You want to go full metal jacket? See if anybody's got a donut underneath.
So you begin searching the footlockers. None of them seem to be locked, honestly, after you spend a few minutes kind of going through each one. And it just looks like normal run-of-the-mill things. Socks, maybe undershirts. Nothing strikes you as magical or special. There's some, there's like some personal photos. Not photos, I'm sorry, like pictures, like paintings or drawings, sketches, handwritten letters of, but nothing that seems out of the ordinary.
Alrighty. And the wooden mannequins and everything, they're in this room here?
Yeah, but this door is actually open, like it's ajar.
Okay. Alright. Well, you want to keep going down there south? It looks like there's another door down here.
Behind you. I want to keep lookout, make sure nobody comes right behind us while he's going forward.
Sure.
Alright, next.
So this door appears to be, you kind of give the handle a little jiggle, and it appears to be unlocked as well.
Alright, I'm going to put away my door key, which is my left hand, and I'll open the door with my right hand.
You got it. The door swings open, and it reveals a tiny little, almost like a little courtyard.
Oh, right back where we started. Just on the other side. And you said this looks like stables, like horses and such?
It looks like it. You can see some horse tracks on some of the paths, and the way that the building is structured, it kind of looks like it's a stables.
Okay.
I say we go check the stables. Abe might be trying to find a girlfriend there.
Yeah, we also don't want to wake up the horses and then start neighing and alert everyone. So we gotta be quiet if we're going over that way.
I'm following you, whatever you want to do, Gus.
Alright, I will go to the stables, and I'm gonna try and be relatively quiet to try not to spook any potential animals.
Do you want to use my key again?
Go ahead and make a stealth. Yeah, make a. Actually, we'll call it a sleight of hand for the door.
Alrighty. That is a natural 2 for a total of 5.
That is solid.
You should have used my
So
key.
you kind of clunk it, and the door it's stuck, but it's not locked. But you have to put a little bit more force on it. And you think you're being super quiet about it, but you're at one point actually ramming your shoulder into it to get the door open and thudding it. You can hear there are horses behind the other side of the door, and they kind of stir a little bit, but they never go full blown panic mode. And eventually, with enough weight behind you, you do get the door open.
Oh, here we go. Oh gosh, I gotta work out more. Oh, look at the ponies. Okay. So kind of just step in and do a quick little survey of the land, see if I see Abe trying to find a girlfriend.
You don't see any of your friends. Um, the stone building from the outside and even on the inside looks like it's beautifully maintained. On the inside, there is a very, very well kept coach. All the stables are clean. They currently house 4 draft horses. And then you see one horse that seems to kind of stand out from the rest. It's a jet black riding horse. And this animal is beautiful. You've seen a lot of horses in your life, but you definitely can tell that this horse is like, it is a purebred, very expensive horse.
Oh,
To the north, there are some sliding wooden doors. I'm sorry. To the south, there's a sliding wooden doors that they seem to be locked with a padlock. And from what you can tell, there's a small window. It kind of leads out into the street. So this must be how the double doors lead out into the street. So for their carriage or whatnot. That's this door down here to the south. I'm not sure if you can see it or if I have it uncovered. Yeah.
yeah, we're good.
Okay. So, like I said, there's a small window you can look out and you can see that it leads directly out into the street. Up in the north quadrant there, it just looks like another empty stables and maybe there's like a little workstation in there where they looks like they shoe the horses.
I'd
Right.
like to make my way up towards here past the draft horses quietly, just making sure in case there's like a stable boy or somebody that's around here so they won't alert anybody of anything.
Are you trying to sneak past the horses because they can see you?
No, not by the horses. I just maybe try to be calm around them so they don't get too excited. But at the same time, I don't want to make too much noise.
Let's go with a stealth check to see how quiet you walk, how easy you walk.
Okay, and that would be a 13.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's good enough. This is, like I said,
Mhm.
they already know that you're there, so you're able to kind of not quite tiptoe, but you walk in a very calm manner to not draw any more attention to yourself. You've dealt with horses in your life too, and you know that as long as you don't seem nervous and skittish around them, they probably won't mind you. Now I'm going to need you, since you're trying to go into that one door, I'm going to need you to do an animal handling check just to see if you're able to kind of slide past the horses without them being spooked.
All right. I got a -1.
Ooh.
It's the good luck. That'd be a 5.
I didn't even put the DC that hard, man. So you attempt to
it
try
fine?
to approach the horses, and the one closest to the door that you're wanting to go through gets very kind of nervous and starts kind of hopping up and down a little bit, and basically is alerting you that it doesn't want you near it.
I'd like to follow up right behind Cratch, and since I have my speech of beast and leaf thing that furbolgs do, I'm gonna just start talking to the horse and trying to calm it down. It kind of in the same manner you see how Gus talks to plants. He just kind of, not that he speaks in a different language, but he just kind of has this really calm demeanor about him. His ears kind of go twitching back and forth, kind of like a horse's do, and he's just gonna start kind of talking and consoling the horse. Um, I don't know if I
I'm.
can display this.
I,
Maybe
do I
can.
know that he's trying to talk to this horse?
So it says you have
Is
the
he?
ability to communicate in a limited manner with beasts and plants. They can understand the meaning of your words, though you have no special ability to understand them in return. Okay, that's fine.
All right, so it'd be oh hey there, little fella. We don't mean no harm. We're just fellow travelers passing through. You are such a good little horsey, and I think don't tell the others, but I think you're my favorite.
Go ahead and make a animal handling check, but I'm going to give you advantage.
I love that.
While he's doing this, I'm starting to ball my fist just in case I have to knock this horse out.
Man, you went on like opposite ends of the spectrum, didn't you?
I know the advantages have been really working out for me with Gus. Like I rolled really good, and then I rolled really shitty,
Yeah.
and then now I'm kind of like, God, I need advantage for every roll.
So at first the horse seems like it's going to have the same reaction to you, but then it sort of calms and it kind of tilts its head and looks at you, and then it kind of just calms down. Like it now can tell that you mean it no harm.
Oh, who's a good horsey? Who's a good horsey?
I'm gonna
Uh,
slip. I'm gonna slip by the horse while he's calming it.
So you're over kind of patting the horse on the head and scratching under his chin, and the horse seems to be really digging it. So Cratch, you want to go through that door there?
Yes.
So you see a bunch of tack and harness for each of the horses that are available. You see some bales of hay and definitely some yard tools. It looks like there's a door that leads into a different room on the left hand side.
Can I?
But other than the door and the basic tools and stuff, you don't see anything that stands out.
Is the door closed?
The door is closed.
Can I feel out just to see if it's locked or unlocked?
You'd have to probably try to turn the handle.
Yeah, I just want to slowly, not too much, just enough to see if I can feel if the locking mechanism clicks in it. And I just tell Gus, back me up. Just
So, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
All right, 17.
Okay. So you're able to turn the handle, and for a second, it sounds like it's going to resist and make almost like a squirt. But you twist it just the right way, and the noise is minimal, and you're able to twist the handle, and the door is not locked.
Okay. I want to have my warhammer ready in my right hand, and with my free hand, slowly open the door.
You slowly open the door, and I have a thing I need to reveal.
he's got a thing.
Why is that not letting me do that? There we go. So, you see that there's a small... Make sure I get this correctly. A human male... A young human male. It looks like they're sleeping in one of the beds.
He's a heavy sleeper.
Yeah,
Oh,
you guys haven't made a ton of noise.
So
not
he's in
not
here
in the
by himself.
stables. Yeah.
I want to not pocket, but sheath the warhammer and creep up to him, and I want to cover his mouth with my hand, and just with the other arm, like pin him down to the bed. That way, he knows not enough where it's going to suffocate him, but I know that somebody's there with him, but not too aggressive where he's gonna be scared whatever, no matter what. But I don't want him to feel I'm there to murder him in his sleep. But I want him to wake up so we can question him.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
$11.
I mean, it's pretty good. That's a pretty average roll. So, at the very last second of you approaching the bed, you step on. You're not sure if it's a shoe or something, and you almost lose your footing for a second. You see the boy kind of stir around in the bed, and his eyes open up just as your hand is coming down on his mouth. And he tries to let out a scream, but it only comes out like, mm-hmm.
Be still, you little twat. I'm not going to hurt you. Just, we got some questions to ask.
He's got complete and total fear in his eyes as he sees you.
All right. Gus, come here.
Oh, yep, I'm coming. Then he just sees Gus walk in with a bunch of apples that he found probably on the ground in his arms. Looks to the little boy and just kind of gives him a sideways dopey smile. Hey, fella.
If I uncover your mouth, are you going to scream? Because I could snap your neck real quick.
He looks really kind of confused, like he's not sure exactly what to say. If you had to take a guess, he's maybe 10.
Okay, so I'm on loosen my grip around his mouth and just grab him underneath the armpits just to sit him up so he's in the sitting up position.
You reach up underneath him and quite easily lift him up. He looks at first almost like he has this idea of running, but then when he also sees Gus in the door, that idea is squelched pretty quick. So he sits there knowing that he has nowhere that he can go. Who are you?
Fucking Santa Claus. It doesn't matter right now. Who do you work for?
I work for the Growlhuns. Lord and Lady Growlhund. They own this property.
How many people are on this property?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, there's some house guards and some servants.
I need numbers. Give me a roundabout.
I don't know. I only come at nighttime. They just pay me to stay all night with the horses to make sure that no one bothers them.
I am Santa's elf, and I think that you are not paying enough attention to these horses, and they need more apples.
They're usually asleep when my shift starts, sir.
Well, who doesn't like a midnight snack, am I right? You need to be more conscious about the job you're doing, the example you're setting to these horses.
Yes, sir.
What time do you usually show up?
Usually, I show up once it gets dark.
So, do you have to encounter any of the house guards when you show up, or do you just show up and walk in whenever you feel like it?
The gate is enchanted. It allows people, employees or family members access anytime, or only during specified times. If I come too early, the gate won't open.
So it has to be enchanted to know who you are, or do you have a bracelet or amulet that it can read?
No, it just knows. I don't know what kind of enchantment's on it. It just knows me.
You
don't speak a password or nothing?
No. I just approach the gate and I turn the handle and it knows that that's my shift and it knows who I am. If anyone else is with me who doesn't belong, the gate won't open.
You ever seen any little robot guys? lurking around.
Robot? What
You
do
know,
you...
metal fellers.
l- Um, yes?
Oh, where were they at?
I think Lady Gralhund has one. He runs errands for her from time to time.
Did he just show up in like the past couple of days, weeks? She had him for a while.
He's been here for at least a month. I'm not
Hmm.
sure if he had it before that. I'm kind of new here. I've only been working here a few weeks.
What's your name, boy?
Ike, my name's Ike, sir.
How did you get referenced for this job?
My dad, he takes care of it in the daytime.
Mm. What's your dad's name?
My my dad's name? Um, he
I'm sure it's
looks
just not Dad.
he looks at you kind of puzzled. He goes, I've never called him by his name. Herv. His name's Herv, sir.
What's your
Uh,
last name?
You tell Santa Claus what he wants now.
um, we're just common folks, sir. We don't have we don't own anything that have a last name.
I'll let it
Hmm.
go because I know where he's coming from being just no last name and just okay. Do I feel like I feel like he's not lying, but I want to. Do I feel like he's lying? You know, do
You feel make
I
an
mean
insight make an
he's a
insight check. He seems terrified.
shit a 7.
From that roll, yes, you feel like he has basically spilled his soul to you.
Since I'm
Hmm.
here, am I allowed to make one as well or no?
If you want to question if what he's saying is true,
I would like to.
go ahead.
No, I think Gus is gonna believe him.
I
He's
mean,
a
he's a
terrified little
10-year-old
kid.
boy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make a roll. I believe him.
My dad, he wanders the grounds at night. You might have even met him. Did you greet him when you came in?
Does he have 2 dogs?
He does.
Yeah, we met your dad.
Well, we avoided him. Not
Is
like
that-
handshake met.
Whoa! As soon as he said his dad walked around with 2 dogs, I grabbed the kid and pinned him up against the wall. I want to see if he turns into a shadow.
Yeah, so like
I'm
a window in here we can open a blind or something.
There is one small window. There's a little bit of light coming in actually from the window. It's because the moon is pretty bright tonight. It's allowing you to see in here without dark vision. So you grab this kid and kind of like choke him and put him up against the wall, and
Yeah.
the light shines in on him.
like,
But
you fucking little twat. I was like,
but-
we know
but-
what your dad was.
But he doesn't change.
Maybe there was another keeper with 2 dogs.
As I was like, are there more than your dad just walking the grounds?
Just my dad, as far as I know.
You mean was your dad?
What do you mean by that, sir?
He just mean that's how you speak proper English, you know? It was my dad, not it are my dad, you know?
Your dad was walking the grounds.
Yeah, you gotta if you're gonna be a stable boy, you gotta speak proper English to the horses or they're not gonna follow your commands.
I kind of catch on what Gus is saying. I'm like, yeah, like your dad, he went on a food run. Yeah.
A food run, like to the kitchen?
Yes.
Are you guys supposed to be here?
Oh
We
yeah,
wouldn't be here if we weren't allowed.
right? You said the gate can't let anyone in.
Make a deception check. Both
I
of
will
you.
Rolling so great anyway. A
I'm probably
16. That's with a -1.
I'm gonna use my Tides of Chaos for advantage.
Oh, sweet. His head's gonna pop.
You said deception?
Yep.
Okay. As a 13 and 14. Good thing I got +9. Jesus.
Given that his state is pretty frightened, the DC's pretty low on that, so he seems to believe you. He's also pretty young, and he doesn't really know how a lot of things in the world work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people get lunch breaks. Jeez. Talk to his
Oh,
union.
maybe he's on his lunch break. Okay, yeah.
That's what I meant.
I've never heard it called a food run before. You know.
Well,
We're from different place.
different cultures, Don't be assuming, everyone's just like you. You ever seen anyone who looks like me before?
I don't know what you are.
I'm an elf.
I've seen
I'm-
elves. You don't look like an elf.
Well, have you ever seen Santa's elves before?
Who is Santa? You guys keep talking about the Santa. Who is that?
He's a mystical wizard from the north and delivers presents to the good boys. And he has helpers called elves.
That sounds
They're jolly.
sounds like a total crock.
Hey, don't you say that about Santa. He'll give you a bag of horse poop
I lift
instead.
I lift them up higher in the air. Are you saying I'm not real?
Oh, gosh.
I mean, I've heard of Crinkle, but I've never heard of Santa Claus.
Well, you
Wrinkle's
see,
an off-brand. He tries to be me. I get mad. I just like.
But we celebrate Crinkle Fest every year.
You can eat a crinkle shit sandwich. You're not getting anything. I let him down. I'm like, don't come out of this room the rest of the night.
You're grounded, young man.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
before we leave, is there anybody else that you know of in the building over there to our? And I point towards the left of us.
Yeah, that's the house, dummy. There's a lot of people in there.
Did he just call me dummy?
Yeah, as he's spending more time with you guys, he's starting to feel like more comfortable.
Yeah, I fucking backhand him.
That was
Like
that was not very nice. I was gonna tell you a secret.
I walk out. I'm like, Gus, you can finish talking before I do something stupid. I
You see, you-
apologize, and I just walk out. I'm like, fucking kids.
You see, Santa is he doesn't like the word crinkle. It's another guy who tries to be like him, and he's like a fake guy. He's not real, Crinkle. It's really Santa. And, when you bring it up, you get him flustered. This is life's work, everyone has a bad day. So you hurt his feelings, and
But-
sometimes that's how he
but-
reacts. I
But
apologize.
but I've met Crinkle.
Yeah, that's an imposter.
I don't think so.
Well, I do. Because there's no Crinkle.
That's not true.
I peek in. I'm like, I beat the fuck out of Crinkle the other night at the bar.
That's not true. And he starts getting really upset and starts to kind of cry.
That's impossible.
What's the secret?
You take it back. You take it back. Crinkle is real.
I'm like, I come back. I'm like, I'm sorry. He is real. You're right. He is real.
That,
Oh my gosh, he is?
Yes, he is
I didn't-
real.
I didn't even know that.
So, like, what were you going to tell us?
I saw Dad put something in the rich lady's horse's saddlebags.
Which horse?
The really nice one.
What's its name?
Oh, his name is Maladar.
What are the other horses' names?
I don't think she named them, but I call the one Joe, and I call the other one Paul. And then there's a Tom and Paul II, because I think it's his son.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Well, you're still grounded, but we're gonna go and tell your dad you're grounded, and he's patrolling out there once he's done with his food run, and he'll be looking for you.
Okay, I guess, although I don't think I did anything wrong, but it's fine.
So on the way out, as I'm closing the door, the last foot, I stick my face in. I'm like, I wasn't lying. Crinkle's real, soft and squishy after I pounded the shit out of him, and I just closed the door.
That's a terrible thing to say, mister. And you just
I'm
hear
like,
him you kind of hear him just sobbing on the bed.
Gus, who's this Crinkle?
I don't know. I'm not from here. I just took a shot. I saw a sign and said something about candy cane drinks or something at Crinkle Fest this year. So anywho,
That sounds delicious. We should get him
yeah,
after this.
we should. You think Durden sells them?
That's
I'm sure he does.
I'm just gonna let you guys know that in every holiday season, in every Forgotten Realms adventure I run, there will be mention of Crinkle Fest.
Seems like you're tooting your own horn, but
Hey, that was a fun adventure.
that was a fun adventure. And as long as there's candy cane beers for Smoosh and Gus and all my characters to drink, I'm sure it'll be fine. All right, I'm gonna go over to what was it, Malagog?
Mm-hmm.
Maladar.
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 It's Malibu Barbie. I'm gonna stand
Okay.
back because I'm not that great with animals, so I'll let Gus do
Yeah,
his thing.
they don't care much for you.
No.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do my normal thing and pet him and tell him he's pretty and that I like the little blue streaks in the back of his hair. And I'm gonna just kind of search through the saddlebags as I'm complimenting him and see what we can find.
Make a perception check.
16.
So you notice that the shoes that the horse is wearing look particularly fancy. This is as you're scoping out the saddlebags. Now there are 2 saddlebags nearby, and in each one of the saddlebags there are 4 5-pound gold trade bars.
Oh shit.
They have a street value of 250 gold pieces.
Damn. So this is really, you said 250, so this is like 1,000 gold?
There are 4 5-pound trade bags in each.
Oh.
So it's
Never mind,
500.
500 gold. I wrote it down wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 bags with about 100 gold. All right.
Oh boy, if I use this, I could buy that thing I wanted. Hey, if that's okay with you. I don't want to take, gold away from you.
No, we already talked about this.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna... I mean, do you think we should share it with the other folks? I mean, I kind of blew them up.
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Oh,
I think that's an old gnomish saying.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever met a gnome.
It's an old gnomish saying.
But, it makes sense. I'm gonna put it in my pack here. So I will add a 500 gold.
Does he find anything else in the bags?
Nope, just the gold bars.
And now, when we're talking about these shoes,
Mm-hmm.
how do you mean fancy?
They look really, really nice. You've seen horseshoes. You've seen horseshoes around. These look basically flawless. They look as though they've never been used. They have sort of a shimmer to them, a kind of shine.
I am going to cast Detect Magic and see if they are magical.
The horseshoes are magical.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like if we did anything with this horse, he is a highly detectable horse that people would recognize in town if we.
Gus.
Yeah.
I need you to roll on the magic table.
Uh-oh. Well, shit.
Well, I wasn't expecting that to happen.
Well, I will say this is a Furbog magic ability, so I don't know that I'm actually using a spell slot for it. Does that matter? I don't know. But
no, that does not matter. So no,
okay.
you do not roll on the table.
So I don't roll on the table.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Cool. But I rolled just the regular D20 or no?
No.
Okay, don't do anything. Roger.
Nope. No, it's only for your actual wild magic stuff, not your natural abilities, not your natural spells.
Okay. And I should be able to tell the school of magic that the horseshoes are emitting from detect magic.
I think they would be considered enchantment.
I wonder if this is like one of those remote controls that opens the doors when he comes by, like the kid has. Oh, maybe I didn't look at his shoes.
Maybe make him take him by the stirrups and walk him towards the door, see if they open up. If it'll allow you. And I'm gonna back up further when he does this.
No, it may make a lot of noise, and I don't think that's a good idea.
You know what? Let's save that idea in case we get into a pickle.
Yeah, and I don't want to take him off this beautiful creature. I'll hurt his toes.
No, I'm talking about just the horse. Period. Don't take it off his feet.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, I'm gonna let him be. I think that's probably what it does.
How tied up are these horses? Or is it like
they're just in stables?
Okay, so if we needed to make a run this way and grab one of the horses and pound through this door, it wouldn't be no time to like open a door, get them out, and hopefully get through these stable doors.
Well, the door is locked with a padlock.
Like, how big is the padlock?
I mean, it's a pretty big lock.
Big enough if a warhammer or a kick-ass horse would kick it?
It looks like a very well-maintained lock.
Okay.
I'm not saying that you couldn't bust it. I'm just saying that it may not be easy to bust it.
I don't want to break it now just in case to alarm people.
Well, I mean, I could, I can cast my spell, you hit it. Things break a lot easier when they're real cold, so, I think together, if we need to get out, we can get out if the horse thing doesn't work.
Okay. I just want to have a backup, an out.
Yeah, I like it. Well, I think there's only one place left to go. Is to that main house there.
Oh, I was going to say Crinkle's house, but okay, let's go to the main house.
We could save that for later.
Yeah, it's not a Christmas adventure, not today.
No, I'm still pissed off because Crinkle never visited me as a kid.
Maybe you've been bad.
I'm thinking this year, one shot, Gus and Crinkle Christmas, or Gus and Crotch Christmas, where it's like Harold and Kumar, but we're going to hunt down Crinkle.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that sounds amazing.
Yes, it does.
And I want there to be another follow-up. I want there to be another Crinkle Fest adventure, and I don't see why that should not happen.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Tune in this December. We're promoting it right now, baby.
This your 6-month warning.
Our Christmas adventure was really, really fun.
Make your holiday plans now.
I've
What's on, family?
I've done a lot of really fun stuff with the holiday stuff. So
Could you imagine a T-shirt with like Crotch and his kind of messed up lip with the Santa hat on, and Gus with elf ears, like a Christmas card sweatshirt or something?
well, I feel like Gus will probably enjoy the peppermint beers as much as Smoosh. So
If not more, if
maybe
that's
more,
possible.
yeah.
Cratch likes his candied apples.
I mean, well, that's where
That's
Smoosh
true.
came from. I mean, Smoosh came from the Crinklefest adventure.
Yeah, I carried him over. He was so much fun to play. Anyways,
I mean, it's canon at this point, so.
that's true. Smoosh is part of this world.
Yep.
Just a different part.
All right, so I'm gonna ease the door open, poke my head out, make sure nobody came around.
Still looks quiet in the yard.
All right, I guess we'll start easing our way towards the inside the house.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
And
Which
before we
shitty-
leave, what's that?
No, go ahead. I was just
Oh.
saying I was about to roll a shitty dice again.
Before we leave, Gus is gonna say goodbye to all the horses and try and call them by name if he can pick out which one is which.
You do pick out that two of them look similar, so you think one of them might be Paul and Paul the second, and then you're not sure which one Tom or Joe is.
Which one of you is Tom?
And the one closest to the door to the workshop area over there kind of looks at you and like he recognized his name.
Oh, there you are. Bye, Tom. It was good to meet you.
I feel like it's a disservice if one of the horses don't try to eat his flower hat, thinking it's real flowers.
I'm giving him the apples to try and, save my hat. All right, and then I'll follow Crouch.
Okay. I give a little huff. I'm like, okay, I'm used to Gus at this point. Okay, let's go. What'd you say, deception or stealth?
Yep, stealth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 21.
So you're able to navigate. You avoid making any excess noise as you cross the pathway towards the house.
I'll wait till Gus catches up with me.
Yeah, I'm catching up. After I say goodbye to the horses, I'm right behind you.
And I just sit there like, tapping my foot, waiting for him to get back.
Do you want me to roll stealth too?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What kind of game if we don't roll?
You know me. I like you guys to get to roll as much as humanly possible.
I like it. That is a 9.
So you kind of are shuffling your feet instead of like lifting your feet up all the way. You're kind of kicking some pebbles and a little bit of dust on the path.
It's like taking my kids hunting.
You're making some noise, but you're not sure if it's loud enough to really disturb anyone.
Probably don't care either.
I'd like to say Gus is probably like doing a low little whistle, like he's happy he just made new 5 horse friends, and he's probably just like, kind of kicking his feet, dragging a little bit, little whistle, just like. What a lovely night.
For the record, for those that are within the syndicate that are curious, we just hit 1,000 followers on TikTok.
What?
I
Hell
know,
yeah.
right?
What a feat! Hell yeah.
I mean, I know that's like really not a lot, but it's a lot for us. So anybody that might happen to be watching from the TikTok world, thank you. We appreciate all of you. We're definitely going to post something in response to that, but not right now. We're sneaking in the house.
And also let us know what you want to see from us too, if there's anything we haven't covered yet, or
absolutely, yeah,
another segment.
We're always open for some suggestions because we weren't really sure what to put on there, and I mean it's been kind of overwhelming. It's been mind blowing, the responses and all the positivity. So
I'm sure the Cratch and Gus fan mail will just start streaming in after this episode. So.
We're getting our own T-shirts,
Yes.
Gosh, if you guys don't get your own T-shirts, I'll be disappointed.
right?
I'm
It's
actually
gonna be
really
like
sad that we are only going to be playing with these characters for another few weeks.
I'm gonna miss Gus. He's so much
Yeah.
fun.
I've kind of grown fond of Cratch, and part of me misses the hair lip, but
Well, hopefully they survive the adventure, meaning that they could always come back.
yep.
Fingers crossed. I think our
Yeah.
T-shirt should be like Buddy Cop, but we're dressed as Elf and Santa.
Speaking of fingers crossed, I am sitting at the door with my fingers crossed, hoping that Gus does not alert anybody as he shuffles over here, like he's singing show tunes and shit.
he just looks kind of like he doesn't want to leave the horses. You know.
I give a little whistle and like snap my fingers, like, "Let's go."
Oh yeah, the house. Yeah, here I come.
We gotta find Lick Nuts and Olsen, and yeah, we can find Abe too if he's there.
Yeah, okay.
So-
Is this door locked?
I haven't tried yet.
That's a good question. Let me see. That is.
I'm gonna try it again. Do the same thing. I got the warhammer ready.
No, the handle twists. It doesn't appear to be locked.
So, part of me feels like it's unlocked door. This is like one of the first unlocked doors that we have come to.
Yeah, but you also have to remember that it wasn't exactly easy to get in.
Yeah, but still, like every other door has been kind of a pain in the ass to open, and then we just
Well.
come to this door and we can just be like, "Hey guys."
I want you to keep that thought in mind.
I want to look at Gus and like knowing that he has some spell abilities. Can you? I want to give him my Gus.
Yeah.
Every door has been antsy to get open, and this door it's unlocked. Where?
All right. You stay out here.
I'm just nervous. I'm nervous a little bit about it because I feel like I'm getting set up. Like I don't know if somebody knows we're here and trying to pull us in here.
All right. You stay out here. Why don't you hide behind that bush over here in this corner?
I'm not fucking hiding.
This is finesse. You know. Trust me. I'm a professional.
I just saw you fucking feet over here.
And I'm going to take my hand up to my nose and kind of like wiggle it back and forth, and I'm gonna cast disguise self to disguise myself as the guy with the dogs, Herb.
All right,
I guess.
I'm gonna have my warhammer and shield ready, like poised by here on the side of the door, just in case. Like
Nice.
I'm back here, just ready, crouched down, ready for him.
And I assume he's a little bit shorter than me. I can appear up to a foot shorter, so I will.
Yeah, he was
Do
like the
that.
size of a normal,
You could be
Like-
the stable boy, being like,
like
making a
norm-
food
like a
run.
normal human. I don't know, probably like maybe 5'8", maybe 5'9". It didn't give me a good description. We're gonna go like 5'9".
All right. Well, he's now 7 feet tall.
That's totally
holy shit.
yeah, sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna open the door, and I'm just gonna kind of. I know we saw him a little bit walking around, so just kind of that same persona. Muscle memory. If he was doing anything like with his hands, if he had them folded or by his side or whatever, I'm gonna try and mimic that and just walk in like I'm supposed to be there.
So you open the door, and this particular room, there is a fireplace, and it is lit, but the embers in the fireplace are not quite full blaze. They're kind of dying down. So it is casting a faint glow in the room. You kind of look around to assess the situation, and you see that this is what appears to be a kitchen. There are cookware and utensils on the shelves and on the table space that's in here, and the fireplace in here even though the embers are dying down, has a spot, like a huge open griddle thing on the top for like an iron plate for cooking. And I'm going to actually reveal this on the map to you now.
Okay. Does it look like anything was maybe recently cooked? Like someone may still be awake for a midnight snack?
Nope. Like
Just
I said,
go.
the fires are kind of dying down.
All right. I'm gonna poke my head back out. Cratch, it's all clear. You can advance, but let's keep doing the same thing.
All right, I'll stay a couple, maybe 15 feet back from him.
All right, and then this next door here to the south, I'm gonna kind of just do the same thing. Act like I'm supposed to be there, and nice and gently just going through.
And I'm gonna
Nice.
crouch behind this table
So
right here.
you want to attempt to open up the south door. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Let's see, that is G6. The door's not locked. The handle twists very easy, and you open it up quietly, but to not arouse suspicion. And from the little bit of glowing ember from the fireplace, it's dark in here, but the room's not very big, and it looks like it's some kind of a pantry. There's some shelves lining the walls. They contain mostly like dry foodstuffs, some spices, some extra tablecloths, maybe jars of preserves, we'll say. There are casks of fresh water, and ale and wine are also stored in here.
What do you see, Gus?
Is there anything that looks like horse food? Or
Not in
stuff
here.
that horse would eat?
Nope,
Okay.
not in here.
Well, I'm gonna keep an eye out.
I'm like, what do you see?
They don't have any horse food in here. That's kind of weird, huh?
Oh, I forgot that's what we were looking for.
It's a dry food storage area closet.
Is there any cheese?
No.
Cheese was not actively put in the description, so I'm going to say no.
I don't see any cheese in the description. All right, let's advance to the next room. I don't know how to talk quiet in Gus voice, so it kind of sounds bad, right?
Like, I feel like everything you say is like, "Hey, you guys."
A little bit, yeah.
So, where's the cask of? You said there was a cask of ale.
There's a few different casks of ale on the shelves.
I'm gonna hide behind it, but I'm also gonna be like trying to pry it open and maybe dip a cup in there, find a cup to dip in there while Gus is opening doors.
You're able to. You actually see a cup on one of the tables in the kitchen area. So you kind of grab it up in a hurry, and you see that there's a barrel of ale that has already been tapped. And you begin to fill up your cup.
I'm like, Gus, there's no horse food in here either. It's all liquids.
Keep looking. Horses like liquids too.
You know what? They might like this. It has barley in it. I'll try it again. Yeah, they'd like this definitely. We'll get it on the way back out.
Yeah, don't drink it all. They're thirsty out there.
Okay.
Okay. So he's hiding now.
Yeah, I'm right behind. I'm behind the cask of ale.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Same deal. Moving in.
Okay. So you open the door again to seem like you belong here, but not so loud that it seems like it would draw suspicion. You open the door and look through, and you see that there are two humans standing in this room. They're holding bloody maces, and there are dead bodies strewn about the floor. almost as soon as you open up the door, you can now hear the sounds of fighting that seem to be coming from somewhere nearby. It almost seems like it's coming from above you.
Abe must be here.
There are 2 iron chandeliers that are hanging from the dark mahogany ceiling above a long dining table that's carved from red larchwood. There are chairs surrounding the table, with a particularly tall and elaborate chair at each end. There is some lining wood-paneled walls and tapestries hanging on the walls. There's a locked wooden cabinet. You can tell that it's locked because there's a padlock on it. And it looks like there might be some types of dishes, maybe like the fine silverware and stuff might be kept in there. And there also is a fireplace with a black marble mantelpiece. And it looks like there is a family portrait mounted above it. I'm going to go ahead and reveal this room.
Now the fighting, does it sound like it's coming from over here, or more
Yes,
like?
it does.
Okay.
It sound. Hold on. Is it that area?
That you said upstairs.
No, it sounds like it's coming from over here.
So since I'm just kind of opening the door, nice and easy looking. There's another battle. Do those 2 people notice me?
At first, no, but they will if you don't maybe take cover.
Yeah. So as soon as I open the door, I see them. I see they're distracted and battle sounds. I'm going to not even necessarily close the door back, but I'm going to walk back into the room that I just came out of and kind of duck down next to Cratch.
Okay.
Cratch, there's 2 guys out there with bloody maces, and there's some fighting going on. That I think I found our fellas.
Well, let's go say hello.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work. We should probably take them out. I mean, I'm convincing, but I'm not that convincing.
I just take the cup of ale. I have my hand chugging. I'm like, all right, well, let's go with your plan. Piss on saying hello. Let's just go beat them down.
Oh gosh, it sounds weird. Oh yeah, I guess we have to. Okay.
Do you want me to go in first?
Hang on, I want to check my disguise self real quick. And see, lasts for an hour. I'll display this in the doogie there so you can see it too. So I'm not gonna lose disguise self if I start casting spells. Is basically what I'm looking for.
Okay.
So did you get a good look at how they looked?
They look like guardsmen, I'd say.
Well, I'm saying if you could disguise yourself as one of them and just act like you're hurt and start dragging yourself through the door like somebody attacked you, maybe they'll come to you, and then I get them distracted, and then I'll attack as they get closer.
Yeah. Well, this is a one and done kind of deal, so I can just act like I'm this guy hurt. Okay,
Yeah.
get ready. Here we go.
I'm ready. I'm behind him.
So I am going to, in a series of events, I'm going to take both my hands, starting kind of at the clavicles, and skin all the way down to like the belt line, and cast Blade Ward on myself.
Okay.
So that gives me resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing dealt by weapon attacks for until the end of my next turn. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to walk out kind of here and kind of fall through the door and say, "Oh, guys, I need help. They're back here too." And then I'm going to kind of act like I'm getting dragged. Not dragged. And then I'm going to start crawling back out into this room.
Just
So
got to thinking,
you're
what if they were to
trying.
peek on the
Are you trying to disguise yourself to look like them?
No, I'm still the same guy. I can only disguise self once.
Okay.
I'm just gonna act like they know who I am, and I'm gonna say that we need help back here, basically, and then I'm gonna kind of like act out of breath and then start running this way.
So as you come through the door and you try to pull this ruse off, both of the guards, or you're assuming they might be some type of guards, they now kind of look to you like they may not be guards at all. They look like they're clad in armor very similar to what the Zentarum wear. Although these guys don't look like the normal little street pushers that you've seen as of late. They look to be a little bit more seasoned. Who are you? We don't know you.
Need help? They're coming in. I can't hold the door.
and I drag him back. I drag
get him.
back.
And you hear their foots kind of shuffle as they approach. We're going to get to about this point, and everyone roll for initiative.
Oh, yeah. Fucking shit. I got a 4.
I got a 6. Dude, I have never rolled good initiative in my career.
Now, you're actually usually really terrible at it.
Dude,
Yeah,
even when I was like the Aarakocra, I was a gunslinger, and you can add like your dexterity modifier to your initiative bonus. So I had a +10. Still rolled like shit. I'd roll like 1s and 2s, like routinely.
Let's see. What'd you get, Cratch?
I got a 4, I think it was.
Solid. All right.
I knew it was below Gus's.
So top of the round.
Oh shit! So I'm not the last one.
You're not. This one Zentarum thug rushes down, and he's going to immediately make an attack at Gus. No holds barred, not even questioning who you are, and not trying to take prisoners. He's trying to kill you.
Oh, good.
Let's see. He's going to make one swing with his mace, and that is an 18.
That will do it.
All right. He's going to roll for damage here. It's going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I'm currently resistant to bludgeoning.
Okay, so you're going to take 4.
Cool.
He brings his mace back in an attempt to attack you a second time. That's going to be 22 to hit.
That's gonna just barely hit.
And it's going to be another 7 bludgeoning damage. So rounded down or rounded up to 4, so you take a total of 8 bludgeoning damage.
All right, cool.
As he makes his final strike, he ducks down, and the Zentarum thug behind him pulls out a heavy crossbow and takes a shot at Gus.
What?
No, I thought he was 4th in the lineup.
Ah, I lied to you.
Oh, okay.
It's Gus's turn. He's going to do that on his turn. I'm just
like, dude,
foreshadowing. He's bringing out his crossbow.
They got legendary actions, these bitches.
They do not. They do not.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just Oh shit! It's only the 2 of us.
No, fuck it. Let's go.
Shit. All right, let's go.
It's all or nothing.
Yep. So, yet again, I'm going to point one of my fingers at the first guy and point another one at the second guy. And with my fingers, they kind of start lighting up, at first purple and then blue and then a fiery like lavender. And it's gonna shoot out at them, and I'm gonna use 5 sorcery points to twin spell immolation.
Okay. What is the range on that spell? Because if it's considered a ranged attack, you're gonna have. You don't use a spell attack, right?
Yeah, it's a saving throw.
But it's not a spell attack.
Like
meaning you don't make a spell attack roll.
Correct. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so there's no disadvantage on it. Got it.
Yep. So I need dexterity saving throws from you.
All right, so the one closest to you rolled a 17, and the one furthest from you rolled a 1.
So the one succeeds, one fails.
Yep, the one closest to you got a 17.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna roll this damage. So the guy closest to me is gonna take half of it.
Okay.
So 30 fire damage in half.
So
And then the guy in the back takes 30, and then next turn he's got to repeat the saving throw or take another X amount of fire damage.
Is the X amount of fire damage 14?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I am going to.
So the front guy is going to take 15. And then, let's see, that would be that. And then, okay, doing math. And then the second guy is going to take 30, correct?
Full 30, yep.
Oh shit!
So you see Gus do the duplication of the immolation spell. Now, are they both on fire or just the one guy?
Just the one guy. The guy in right ahead of me is saved from it.
Okay. So I'm going to put this like that looks like that could be heat waves.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Yeah, we'll call that heat waves. Anything else? You still have
is on fire.
you still have movement.
Okay. I know I'm going to take an attack, but I am going to run backwards. I'm going to run over here.
Okay. Yep. Attack of opportunity. That's gonna be a 9.
9. That's going to just barely miss by 7.
Okay. So he takes a swing at you, but he's distracted after you basically seared off his eyebrows.
All right. And then I got to roll my regular d20 for the wild magic spell,
Yep.
and that's 14.
So that's a no, and then I'm gonna refresh your tides of chaos.
Disco. D100 coming at it. As a 76. I believe I've had this one before.
Okay. So I'm not gonna read the description. I'm just gonna tell you how it works. Okay.
Okay.
This will make it more fun. Suddenly, you glow with a bright light. The light begins to shine brighter and brighter until you're lit up almost like the sun. Now I'll tell you exactly what happened. You have a bright light on you now in a 30-foot radius for the next minute. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of you is blinded until the end of its next turn.
Fuck, I should have stayed in front of him.
Well, you would have blinded me too.
Yeah, that's true. I said any creature. So as the light is going off and I'm kind of unsure of what's happening again, I'll just be like, I am Santa's ass!
Well, it is a 30-foot radius, so
But it's within 5 feet of me when they end their turn there.
yeah. But you've got the light around you for 30 feet. So I mean that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You are not
Pretty
having any problem seeing now.
Now you have dark vision.
you have Gus vision.
Yeah.
I like it. All right,
anything,
that will end my turn.
Anything else from you? Nope. All right, Cratch, you're up, sir.
All right. So I'm gonna chug finish off that ale, throw the cup out, and I'm gonna jump out in front of the doorway here, and I'm gonna be like, "Peekaboo, you goblin taint!" And I'm gonna since I'm gonna say my shield is still on my back, so I guess that takes one off my armor class, and I'm gonna swing two-handed with my warhammer twice at this guy in the front.
Shields, I believe, actually give you 2 AC, so it's gonna knock your AC down by 2.
Okay, I want to know that correct. Knowing that I don't have it.
So you're wielding the warhammer like a 2-handed weapon.
Yes, but just because when I was walking through the door that warhammer was in one hand, I was going to have one hand free, and I'm drinking a cup of ale, so I can't have both of them going.
All right, you got it. So go ahead and make a make a warhammer attack.
All right, the first swing. God damn it! I got a nat 1.
Solid. So
And
you're feeling a little bit, almost maybe temporarily blinded from the bright flash from Gus.
I'm like, fucking turn it off, Gus. I can't fucking see.
It's
And
like
then
that
I'll
whole
swing it.
Christmas Vacation thing when Griswolds turn on their house.
And my second swing will be a 24.
24 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
And there it is. Oh, it's a D10 when I do two-handed. Fuck, I just had it. Here we go. Fuck. 7.
7. Okay.
And then I'm going to expend a superiority die. And the guy in the background, that guy right there,
Mm-hmm.
the one I see burning,
Yep, he
I'm
is on
gonna-
fire.
I'm going to grab a little hand axe that I have on my side, and I'm going to throw that at him.
All right, go ahead and make a ranged attack.
And that would be a 17.
17 will hit. Roll for damage.
And that's a D6 plus 1. Oh, wait, hold on. No, D6 plus 5. Give it 10.
10 from your hand axe?
Yes.
Solid.
It's a 1D6 plus 5.
So, Cratch comes through and around the corner, kind of catches them off guard, makes a swing, misses, but then catches with the second strike with the Warhammer, and then he launches, he reaches around into his back little satchel and pulls out a hand axe and tosses it at the thug that's on fire. I mean, he connects. Blood is spurting out of that guy right now.
Yeah, that quick toss was my bonus action.
You got it. You still have movement if you want it.
Well, I can't move through them, can I?
Nope.
But if I move back over here,
He's
they
already,
get
that creature's already used his reaction this turn.
all right. So I'm going to move out of the range of Gus. I'm going to duck back to where I was.
You got it.
That way, Gus has free range in case when it's his turn.
Okay.
And then the guy with the crossbow, now that we know what he's doing, has
Yeah.
to shoot through a wall.
I spoiler alert.
Yeah, thanks for that.
You're welcome. I'm like
I'm
I'm like the best player on your guys' team.
I'm thanking Crotch for just getting out of the way for me to absorb this crossbow bolt, the swishy sorcerer. Less than 100 hit points. Whatever.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Full ass AC. We'll be good. 5th level spell on these guys. For you.
So this thug that's on fire, now seeing the opportunity to like the doorways clears, he's going to do the heavy crossbow. He's going to shoot it at Gus. And let me make sure that I'm reading this ability correct. It has advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of its allies is within 5 feet of
the creature
of the creature, not myself.
Mm.
Okay. So in that case, 5, 10, 15. The guy on fire is going to move through there. You can use your reaction to make an attack of opportunity as he passes by Crouch if you want to.
Oh, no, I want to.
I figured you did.
Do I only get one attack, or do I get my double attack?
You get one attack.
Fuck, that's better than nothing. So as soon as once I see him come through the doorway, I'm fucking just swinging downward with my warhammer.
Well, it's hard to miss him. This dude is on fire.
And I got a 24 again.
You hit. Roll for damage.
And
Dude is on fire.
golly, with the fucking ones. 7.
7 more damage.
Yeah.
He's going to move here. And he's going to make an attack on Gus with his mace.
I was gonna say,
That is going to be a 14.
Actually, misses.
Yeah,
What
that's
up?
what I thought. That's going to be a 7. So even better.
It was close.
He's
No
distracted
cigar.
by being on fire. That's what it is.
Yeah, and go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw at the end of his turn.
You got it. That is a 14.
Plus his bell got
14 damage.
oh shit.
Does this spell stay on him still?
Yeah, if he doesn't make his saving throw, it just keeps happening for a minute. So I've got concentration on
So
it.
you see the flames around him catch his clothes on fire and catch his hair on fire and definitely burn a layer of flesh off on him. And the guard just lets out this "Ah!" as the flames just get brighter on him and he sustains some more damage. He is looking weak.
You shouldn't have been a meanie pants. Mwah.
Next up is the thug at the door. He is going to pull out his heavy crossbow and take a shot at Gus. He has advantage on this attack. So that's going to be an 18 to hit with a crossbow.
That'll do it.
He only gets one attack, though, from the crossbow. So it's going to be... Yep. One of those right there. Okay. It's going to be... Oh, it's just straight. No bonus. It's 9 piercing damage.
Cool. This is fine. I have a fighter with me. He's gonna be the tank and absorb all the blows. This is
He's
fine.
after that he's gonna stay where he's at. Crossbow out. He's done. Back over to Gus.
Thanks for getting out of the way there, Crouch. I'll now I got room to do a spell. And I'm gonna
That's what I was
cast.
thinking, buddy.
Oh, you're too kind. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost with my Tides Cast for advantage.
You got it.
19 and a natty 1.
Yeah, the 19 will hit.
Alright, 2d8. A total of 5 damage, cold damage,
To
and also
this guy here, the
uh,
guy in the door.
guy in the doorway.
You got it. It's 5 damage. You got it.
Yep, and his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay, he's been slowed.
And then I'm going to go ahead and, as my bonus action, I'm going to use a sorcery points to bonus action a cantrip, which is Blade Ward. So take my hands again, starting at my clavicles, go down, and you see like the purple and greenish energy kind of shimmer over me. And I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. Until
I
the end
never
of my
see
next
anyone
turn.
actually use those cantrips because a lot of times it takes up your action for the turn.
Exactly, that's why this quicken spell is so cool.
Very cool.
But I figured in this kind of situation,
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
exactly
yeah,
why I got him.
having resistance to a lot of different types of normal damage is pretty good.
Yeah, I wish it lasted longer, but what are you gonna do?
Make it a leveled spell and not a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay, so you launch a ray of frost, and then you put up your ward. You still have movement if you want it.
I will go ahead and defer my movements, and just since I know I have a fighter with me that's gonna absorb all the damage and be the tank, I feel
Totally.
safe. I feel
Totally.
safe back here.
Cratch, you're up.
I think I'm getting a hint from Gus in his little snide comments. So once again, I'm gonna be like peekaboo again, and I jump out, and I'm going to attack twice with the warhammer. Like I said, the shield is still packed away, and the first one is a 27,
27 will hit.
and the second one is a 13.
A 13 will hit.
Oh shit! So
And their AC is dog shit.
yeah,
Their AC
so,
is dog shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna. First hit is for 9
9 damage.
and 8. It'd be 17 total from those 2 hits.
17 damage.
He's still up, so you know what?
He is still up.
And I'm going to use menacing attack. When you hit with a weapon attack, you expend 1 superiority die, and you add the total damage roll to your your damage roll, and the target must make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 17. On a failure, it is frightened of you until the end of your next turn. So I'm gonna spend one of those and a DC 10 for damage, and make that 10.
You add an additional 10?
Yes, additional 10, and he's got to roll a 17 on a Wisdom saving check. And if he fails, he is scared of me.
Well, I rolled a 6 plus my wisdom modifier, which is nothing. So
Looks like he's got Cratch's wisdom.
he got a 6.
Got a
And
case of the Cratches.
you did an additional 10 damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you see Cratch come around the corner, and he smashes this dude with the Warhammer. And something in the way that he struck him on the last hit just shook this guard. Like, it shook him to his core. He seems like he doesn't want to mess with Cratch anymore.
Like, in the middle of, I just, like, after the second swing, I just want to growl and be like, ah! But in the middle of that scream at him, I do a big old beer burp, like, right in his face.
The guard, the little guy here, the little Zentarum man, he backs down, almost cowers a little bit at the roar, and you're not sure since he's wearing leather armor, but you think he might have peed a little.
I think I might have vomited a little bit in my mouth, but we'll go with that. It might look like spittle, but it's probably a little bit of bile on the tip of my lip.
Is that it from you?
Yeah, I'm good right now. I'm just gonna stay in the doorway and just, tower over him, just screaming at him.
So the thug that's on fire is going to take a melee attack at Gus, and that is going to be an 18 to hit.
That'll do it.
That is going to be... let's see, that is 6. That's going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then he will take a second strike at you, and a 3 is not going to do it.
That is correct, sir.
And then he has to make a dexterity save.
Correct again.
And that's a 9.
So let me see how many, as I think I have to re-roll it every turn, or do you want to just use the 14?
I think
46.
I think it just says it takes 4d6 fire damage on a failed save, which it did. I think you just re-roll it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll re-roll 46. No problemo. 1, 2, 3, 5. 12 damage, fire damage.
Solid. Finish him off.
So as the light, oh man, that guy should have been blinded, because he ended his turn within 5 feet of me the past 2 times. Anywho, the light that is radiating off me, I'm gonna say it's starting to get a little bit brighter, and I'm starting to feel a little bit of control over the my wild magic that came out, so I'm gonna kind of gear it at him, and like Iron Man out with my chest, and just completely smother him down to soot. And
all right.
And
All
yeah,
right.
so it says if damage from the spell kills the target is turned to ash.
His body burns completely into nothing. You have cremated this guy.
Some people gotta pay extra for that kind of service, so you're welcome.
Now it's time for Dick Pimple.
The guy in the doorway is going to take a swing at Cratch.
Is it a disadvantage since he's scared at me?
It is a disadvantage. Can he even attack you if he is afraid of you? It just says he can't move any closer to you, right?
It says it is frightened of you until the end of your next turn. It just says frightened. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. The frightened condition, I believe, gives you disadvantage on attack rolls, and you can't move closer. But it doesn't come up a lot in our games. So, has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within its line of sight, and it can't willingly move closer towards its source of fear. Doesn't say it runs, so he's going to roll a nat 1 on his first attack.
Oh, yeah.
And he is going to roll a 2 on the second attack. even with his bonus. He is absolutely terrified of you, and
The fear
he,
runs deep.
he does not want to fight you anymore. You can tell.
You're not the first.
He attempts to run away.
Can I attack him as he's running away?
Yep, you still have your reaction this round.
Oh yeah. 13.
13 will hit.
And God darn, these ones are killing me. I'm about to throw this fucking 7 again.
Finish
Fuck
him
that
off.
dice.
Yeah, finish him off.
Yes. So as he runs away, I'm just gonna run up behind him and just hit him in the back, the base of the skull, right there in the neck where it meets the back of the spine, and just kind of paralyze him and kill him off.
So in a final thud, as the enemy turns its back to you, you seize the opportunity and just nail him right in the back of the skull, and he drops instantly.
I don't even know if I want him dead when that hit. That I just want it paralyzed where he knew running away from me wasn't the best option. So I want him awake, awake for his last moments, pondering as his last light just gleams from his eyes.
Man, that's dark.
And I just walk over him and just, step on his face.
Wow, that is dark, man. Like, that is really, really dark.
Cratch gets his moods.
I'm not even really sure how to, like...
Because when I'm stepping over him, I'm going to retrieve my hand axe that I threw at the other guy that's Krispy Kreme.
All right, you got it.
So I want to make sure I
guys are
retrieve my hand
now...
axe.
Yeah, it's no problem. You're able to pick it up. You guys are out of combat.
All right.
All right,
man.
Gus, that was a lot easier than saying hello.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but I kind of got the wind knocked out of me there. Oh, I can't imagine with you being right next to both of them, how much damage you took.
I don't want to talk about it, Fighter doesn't talk about the damage he takes, and I just kind of shrug it off and walk off.
So after you finish off these two Zentarum, you get a better assessment of the room. You see that there are about 8 corpses lying on the ground, scattered about the main hall. All of them are wearing bloodied and tattered. It looks like some sort of insignia or livery on them over top of their chain shirts. You also see that there are 2 dead Zentarum in black leather armor. Everybody in this room is a human.
So, Gus, I feel like we should do what some of our partners would do. I feel like Lictus would inspect all the bodies first. So I'm going to inspect all the bodies for gold and just whatever random items are on them.
Yeah, go ahead and help them
So
out.
you search the corpses of the 2 Zents that you recently killed, plus the bodies of all the other ones in the room. And it looks like anything of value that they had has already been stripped.
What the fuck? They just got in a fight.
Or they didn't have anything of value.
Oh, well. I mean, Lictus was already here.
So the only thing that really kind of stands out in the room to you, like I said, is this portrait of over top of the mantle place.
Over here?
Yep.
Okay.
What's the portrait of?
It's a family portrait. You see a very noble-looking human man. You see a very elegant-looking, slightly, I would say, not quite middle-aged woman. You assume that this is the Lord and Lady Growlhund. And then you see that there are 3 young children and the family dog in the photo.
I feel like I'm thinking Gus is probably thinking where'd the dog at. And I'm gonna be like, what if they're here for that family?
Yeah, it could be.
Let's go save the dog.
Yeah, he needs our help. Does
I
the
can ca-
does the picture have like a name tag of the dog on there that
It
we can
does
see?
not. Nope.
Terrible. All right. Why don't you take the lead this time? I'm feeling kind of lightheaded.
Oh, I got this. So you said we heard the noise coming from this door over here. The
Nope.
top. No?
Nope.
Oh, you said it
that's
was
what-
this area.
Yep. No, it actually sounds like it's coming from around this corner. And it
Around
sounds like it's
this
coming
corner.
from above you, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So I'm gonna go to the corner and see if I can peek around the corner a little bit.
All right, so you peek around and you see a set of steps that look like they lead up to the next floor.
All right. You ready, Gus?
I'm not sure why that
Oh yeah.
didn't reveal
All right.
that.
So this time, before we head up there, I'm going to arm my shield and with one hand my warhammer.
Okay. So you prep your armor and weapons.
Yes.
You got it.
I just want to make sure that way we're not. And then I'm gonna, I'm not even worried about stealth at this moment. If I still hear fighting, I'm just gonna.
Now you definitely still hear fighting.
All right, I'm gonna do a quick jog up the stairs.
So as you start rounding the steps, you can see actually on the steps there's at least one member of the Zentarum Guild. It looks like they are fighting against people wearing what you now assume to be the Growlhund like family crest, their insignia on their shirts that matches the guards that are laying down on the ground. So this corridor it's not blocked off all the way, but there is a Zentarum and a house guard fighting in this general area.
I'm gonna attack.
I'm gonna reveal a little bit of this map. Actually, I'm gonna reveal this whole area right here, and then I'm gonna put you guys where you go.
And I feel like I'm sure Gus would probably say we are not enemies of the Growlhounds. But the Zentarum, since they attacked us down there, that piss on the house guards. We're basically going to back them up, and we'll divvy up the. They can figure it out later.
I am moving you on the map.
Oh God, we're going.
Okay, so from where you were, scroll up almost to the very top of the map, almost, and you should see that you're on like a.
Got it. There it is. Oh no, I lost it.
Oh boy.
It's back. This is just a drop in the bucket. All right.
So you see these house guards fighting with these three Zentarum agents.
I don't know. What do you think? I think we take out. I think they're just out to kill everybody that's in this household that's not one of them.
You got real quiet.
Oh, as soon as we walked up?
No, you got real quiet. Like your microphone got real quiet.
Can you hear me now?
I mean, I can hear you. It's just you're quiet.
Oh, shit. What about now?
No, it's about the same.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I mean, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, you just got like real quiet there. I don't know.
Yeah,
It sounded weird. Like your headphone half unplugged or something.
Is it somewhat better? I don't know. It's wireless.
That was super weird. It was like, yeah, it's almost like you turned the volume down on your microphone.
Is it
Yeah.
better now?
Nope. Like I said, we can hear you. It's fine.
All right. Anyway, I feel like we should attack the Zentarum instead of the house guards.
I agree.
Okay, so Cratch kind of gives you this like, hey, we should help the guards. He gives you real quick because you're like kind of in the fray of battle right now. You yourselves are not fighting, and they don't seem to be noticing you. They're more concerned about what's going on with the Zentarum right now.
Do we need to roll for initiative, or can we get a?
Is that is that what you're doing? Are you attempting to attack?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to attack the
All
first.
right.
The turn.
So I'm gonna add turns for you guys, and then I'm gonna have to add a whole bunch of turns for my stuff here.
Hey, a good initiative. 16.
All right, my turn. Let's see if I can do something. Different 20-sided die. Oh, yeah, 19.
Damn.
All right, I'm pissed. They made me burp up my favorite ale.
Okay, so let's see that is.
Before, when we were kind of deciding to go into battle, would I have been able to cast my Blade Ward again?
Yeah, I'm gonna allow it. You've been using that tactic all night, so.
Okay, cool.
Well, if I'm getting my shield ready and all that, I mean that should give you enough time to do what you needed to.
Awesome.
I'll allow it.
You'll allow it? Thank you. You're a wise and mighty fighter.
Well, Santa Claus is all about giving.
That's why you gave me 30 points of damage on that first fight?
Yeah, that was really nice of him, wasn't it?
What a guy.
Well,
I mean, what a heck of a guy.
I didn't
Yeah, I
want you to.
swear,
I didn't
the
want you
elves
to
do
waste
all
your
the
mass
work.
heals. You said you had a mass heal, and I was like, if he's just healing me, it's kind of a waste. If you do it both of us, then it's not a wasted spell. You're healing two people.
do you even take any damage?
No. It's a good fighter never gets hit.
Which would explain why
30
Abraham.
points of damage!
Which would explain why Abraham gets hit a lot.
Oh, man. Alright.
The last session, I picked a fight with the Shadow guys and took over half damage. I'm playing smarter, not.
Yeah.
You all right
Stand
back there,
behind the
Gus?
squishy
I think. Nope. Crash, what was your initiative?
19.
19. And Gus, what'd you get?
16 for me.
Man, you are tied with about 4 other guys. What is your dexterity modifier?
Modifier is 3 with a 16.
All right, so you're gonna go first. Well, you're gonna go
Oh,
before.
yeah.
You're gonna go before these other 16 guys.
Nice.
It doesn't have you there, but I'm going to put you there. So.
Okay, sweet.
And this guy should go ahead. These guys are the same. All right, cool. I got. It's perfect now.
I
All
like
right,
that a
so
lot.
I'm gonna change this up here a little bit, and let's do this one. Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, that's not a very long song. Let's go to this one. That's also a good one. All right.
I
I
like
like
it.
it.
Just
All
like
right.
these guys' lives, they're not gonna last long.
You are up, Scratch.
Well, I'm gonna go get to the top of the stairs and see this feller here, and he kind of reminds me of the last guy I just stomped the life out of.
It's so
I'm
weird.
gonna
He
take-
looks almost exactly like him.
I'm like, I know you fucker. And I just take 2 swings at him.
All right, go ahead and make your attack rolls.
And 16
That will hit,
and a 12.
and that will also hit.
God, what do they wear? Plastic?
Yeah.
All right, so
They got good HP, less good armor.
that'll be 8 and 11. That'll be 19. And let's see if I would like to do anything else. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do another superiority die. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do an action surge because I'm kind of pissed. And I'm going to
seems
do
fair.
a third attack.
You got it. You get a full attack action, so it's 2 more attacks.
Oh shit, here we go. And that'll be a 22.
22 will hit. How much damage was total off the first hit?
19.
Was that for both hits?
That was both hits combined.
You got it.
And then 22 on the second hit, so both of is I think 26 and 22.
That will also hit.
And then we're going to do the B12 And an 8. So 20.
So 20.
So what, 39 altogether?
That's a lot of damage in one round.
And you know what? On top of that,
He's like, but wait, there's more.
Billy Mays here for Warhammers.
the action surge doesn't count as a bonus action, does it?
Nope.
So I'm going to use that superiority die. And I'm going to do, where is it? There's one where when you take the action, you can forego one. No. When you hit it. Okay, so I'm going to do a distracting strike.
You got it.
And when you hit with the weapon attack, you expend one superiority die. Add the total to the damage roll that you've, and the next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than you has advantage if the attack is made before the start of your next turn. So that's a D10, and he takes one more damage. But Gus, if you happen to attack this guy right there, you have advantage on him.
Go.
Or anybody else before my turn has
Okay.
advantage on that guy right there.
You got it.
And I'm done. Or wait, hold on. I'll move so Gus can. So I'll just move up here. Will that give?
No, you're still within range of him. You never left his range.
So I want to move so Gus can get it in there and out of the way. And plus, I'll take attacks this time, Gus.
What a guy.
Okay, so you see Cratch come up with a fury and strike. And then he's not done. He strikes more. And then he hits him like one more time for just good measure. And then he moves around.
Like a little boop on the nose with the warhammer. It's like.
All right, Gus, you're up.
All right, so are these guys actually in the stairwell fighting?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I able, from my position, am I able to see like these two guys?
No, I'm going to let you know that they're there because you can kind of see like the tops of their heads, but you can't target them.
All right. So
they have like 9/10 cover.
Okay. So if I'm right here,
you can see the one on the outside, but not the one directly next to that little wall. You can see this one on the end.
Okay. I don't think it'll matter anyways. I'm going to take out a white rock, and I'm gonna give it the good old throw-in motion, and it turns into 100 different snowballs that start pattering the area. I'm gonna aim it right here, so everyone within 5 feet of right here has to make a dex save.
Dex saving throw. So it's everyone.
Well, I'm hoping to only get these two guys. I mean, even though I'm not directly.
What's the range here?
5 feet.
And who is the initial target?
I don't necessarily have to have a target, I guess. I'm a little bit confused about how a 5-foot radius is gonna work. I
So
guess
it's everything within 5 feet of your target.
Okay, so if my target is like this right here, would I be able to get those two people?
Mm,
'Cause I don't actually have to attack a person.
Can you link the spell, please?
Yeah.
Just so I make the right call. Yeah, it just says a flurry of magic snowballs erupts from a point. Any point you want within the range, which is 90 feet. And then every creature within that. So you could launch it at this spot here. Like this particular square. And it would hit this creature, without hitting the other guys. If you launched it here, it would also hit Cratch, but it would hit all 3 guys.
Really?
Really?
No, I'll just hit the 2.
You got it. So dex save, correct?
Yes, sir.
There's a crit on the closest one to Cratch, and a 10 on the one furthest.
All right, so the 10 fails, and the crit will take half damage of my 3d6. That's 12 damage, cold damage.
So the back one takes the full 12. And the closer one takes 6. You got it.
All right, and while my whoops a daisy, while my ward is still up, I'm gonna move another 5 feet back over here.
Okay. Yeah, that's. Let's see, attack of opportunity. That is a 17.
Damn.
And you're going to take 8. You're going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, reduced to 5. Also a question. It's been more than a minute since my wild magic thing, so I'm not glowing bread anymore, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Good to know. End my turn.
Now, you cast a spell. Is your Tides
I
of
did.
Chaos refreshed?
It is not.
Okay. Go ahead and roll once on the weird table to see if you get a charge.
Oh shit.
So no, you're good. And then roll on the wild magic table and refresh your Tides of Chaos.
Okay, so it doesn't release a new Tides of Chaos, but the Tides of Chaos on the D100 was an 8.
Okay. So with an 8.
Oh no.
Oh, I was waiting for it to be something bad, and it finally was something bad.
Oh.
That doesn't sound good.
Suddenly, your hand erupts in with fire all around it, and you're not able to contain it. You launch and drop a fireball on the ground, centered at you. It's going to be a 3rd level fireball spell.
Oh shit. So I'm the center.
You are the center.
That hits everyone in the room.
So everything there is going to, I think it's everybody. 99% sure. Let's get the fireball radius out here real quick. Let's see, premium assets, Arc Knight. There's one definitely for fireball.
What's the saving throw? Is it my saving throw?
Oh yeah, that's everything. That's everything in the room. even if we
Sure.
even if we center it directly at you, which we have to, it's going to be everything in the room. So it's going to be a dexterity saving throw, and I want to say that it's going to use your DC, but let me double check.
Okay, mine's a 17.
I have to say yes, since you're technically the one casting the spell.
Okay, 17 is the saving throw.
I was waiting for something bad to happen, and it finally happened. All right, so you're good. So you're only going to take half.
Do you want me to roll my own damage?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll 8d6.
Jesus Christ. Oh, 30 damage.
30 damage. Oh, so you take 15.
God, that's a good one.
So you take 15.
I got a 5.
Ooh, Gus is not looking too good.
Man, we can barely hear you, Cratch.
Try to disconnect your Bluetooth real quick and maybe reconnect it and just take a second. We can roll saves for all the other guys.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I got to roll for the top thug. That is a fail. So he takes 30 and burns into cinders. Let me move my fireball out of the way. We know how far it goes. So this guy is gone.
Anything better?
Yeah, that's better.
It's a little better. The guard back here, fail. He takes 30. The thug over here, fail. He takes 30. So that's going to put him there. This house guard here, that's a fail. And he is going to take 30. House guard, that's a fail. He takes 30. Veteran down here, I'm going to roll a different dice. That's a save, so he's going to take 15. And the veteran down here, that is a fail. He takes 30. And Cratch, what'd you roll in your save? Hello.
1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
Can you hear it?
We can hear you.
Little bit, yeah.
I said a 5.
So you take 30.
Yes, I'm down to. No, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all of the furniture in the room ignites, and some of the tabards that the guards are wearing, they catch fire. The rugs have caught fire. Fortunately, the house itself has not caught fire. And yeah, I think it's enough for Gus. You can move if you want.
I did move.
Ah, got it. So next up is this other veteran who is on fire. He's going to move this direction and come down and attack this veteran thug here.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Let's see. So he gets to do a nice. So you see he has a long sword in one hand and a short sword in the other. So he's going to make an attack with the with the long sword first, and that's going to be a hit for. Let's see this. It's going to be that much. Then he will take a second long sword strike. That is also going to hit. 2. And then he is going to take a strike with his short sword. That is also going to hit. That's going to be an additional that much. And with that, it drops that veteran thug.
Eat shit.
So that is going to be his turn. Next up is that thug is dead. That thug is dead. This veteran down in the corner here, he takes a long sword attack. That is going to hit. It's going to be that much damage. Then he is going to attack. That's a hit.
Poor boy's going to take it, isn't he?
And he comes in with his long sword and makes 2 swift strikes against the thug and connects with both of them. As some of this Zentarim's leather armor seems to be melted and weakened from the fireball. Next up, he's going to stay where he's at. Is going to be this veteran here. He's going to move up to the top of the steps over here, and he's going to take a long sword strike. That's going to be a hit for. And with that, he cleaves down this last veteran thug. I mean, you did soften him up quite a bit with the fireball.
Softened up everybody.
The veteran, his turn is over. The last veteran approaches up here with a sword drawn, but does not strike. He's just holding back. That thug is gone, and then we're going to go to Cratch.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yep, you are still in combat, but these guys have not tried to attack you.
Stand down. We're Detective Cratch and Gus.
Detectives, on whose authority?
Well, I'm still
You know.
disguised as the guy, so I'm gonna try and like play in his authority.
You're disguised as which guy?
The herb. When I disguise
Herbie
self,
or
it lasts for an
whatever.
hour.
Oh, Herv?
Yeah,
Herv has no authority. He's just a groundskeeper.
Oh,
That's what you thought. He was undercover.
we came in because we heard that Lady and Lord may be under attack. This is my mercenary, Cratch Pit.
How do we know that you are not with them?
Well, didn't we just help you dispense of them?
It looks like you kind of helped dispense with everyone.
Imagine how much worse it would have been if that fireball they cast and we weren't here to help you.
I kind of show myself. I'm like, look at me.
They slowly sheathe their weapons,
I'll sheath my warhammer.
and I'm going to temporarily drop you out of combat. They kind of step back and they guard this door.
So I'm gonna step forward to him and I'm like, what else is going on? What happened here? Why? Where did the Zentarians? Why did they come for you?
We're not sure. They just showed up and started attacking.
Is that the last of them that you know of? Should we check the rest of the household?
I mean, it looks like they headed up the steps. They were heading straight for Lady Gralhund, and our duty is to protect the Lady and the Lord.
Have you checked up on them?
Well, of course I've checked up on them.
I think we need to see for ourselves. How do we know you're not in league with them?
I'm sorry, I can't let you in this room.
Well, we'll just have to go in and let's check the rest of the house first. Make sure there's no more of those guys hiding around, ready to ambush them.
Is there any more doors besides the one they're guarding?
Looks like we got two here.
I'm gonna ease towards this door, see if they try to stop me from going through it.
They seem to be more interested in protecting whatever is behind the door they're guarding. Be careful. One of their own is in there.
One of the Zentarans?
Yes.
Then why aren't you in there killing him?
He is wounded. Our orders are to guard this room.
All right. You two stay here and guard. You two come with us. We're going to need some help. Fair deal? Still guarding.
We will not let anything pass this room. If anything comes out, we will assist.
Cowards.
Give me 1 second.
And as we get ready to walk in there again, I'm probably going to go ahead and cast Blade Ward again on me, like just as we're walking through.
You got it.
All right. Can you hear me?
Dude,
Oh, that's much
like a
better.
million times better.
Yeah, my other headset I think was done. That's what it was. I swapped out.
Okay.
All right, we're good now. All right, so all four of them pushed out, so it's just me and Gus going through this door.
They're just following orders. They said if anything comes out of that door, they will help you fight it.
All right. I turn around, flip him the bird, and I open the door.
All right, you open the door. I'm going to kind of describe this particular area to you.
Gus, I'm getting kind of squishy.
Yeah, before he kicks down the door, actually, I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds is what I'm going to do.
Go ahead.
If that takes the place of Blade Ward, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm going to let you do either or.
Yeah, Cure Wounds. So 3d8 plus 5.
It didn't help that your own dude did 30 to you last round.
Oh, come
Tried to
on.
yeah. So 19 points of healing to both of us, and I guess any of the guards who wanted it can have it as well.
You're
Uh,
making me feel bad.
how many guards, or how many does it affect?
I don't have that written down. I think mass cure
Like how
wounds.
many people does it affect?
Let me look it up real quick.
Does he have to heal them? Because if something
No,
happens
he
where
does.
they
He
turn
doesn't have
against
to.
us, do we really want to heal them?
No, he absolutely does not have to cast it on them.
6 creatures.
Yeah,
Up to 6
up to
creatures.
6.
That's up to you, Gus. Because if they want to turn against us after we've cleared this area, it might be better off that they're not completely healed.
He's torn.
But
I can tell he's torn between like a
yeah,
moral dilemma.
you got to take Gus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to play Gus. Yeah.
Well, also Gus healed that thing back in Barovia too, and ended up they had still attacked us, so it kind
Okay.
of went
Yeah.
against him for a while.
All
All
right.
right.
I would say the guards then.
Uh, okay, 10 or higher, he heals him. He doesn't heal him.
Okay.
They could suck ass.
All right, so we each get 19, and going through the door.
Here we go.
Okay. I'm just making sure that I have my description here correct. You open the door, and inside it looks like the opening chamber to some sort of a suite. You see a man with burn wounds attempting to try and force open a door to the south end of the room. Um, this person looks to be injured in some capacities, but is full of just anger and rage trying to get into this door. He looks like he's wearing armor similar to the Zentarum, only his armor looks a little nicer. He's kicking and beating at the door, desperately trying to get in. There are 3 bird cages within this room, and they have flying snakes in each one of them. And I'm going to reveal some of this to you.
Look. That dude's uglier than Cratch.
Those snakes are supposed to actually be in this room in here, so I'm gonna put them in here. Well, they're in cages, so he doesn't notice as you come through the door. He's still just continuing to beat on the door to try and get in. What do you
Your
want to
Honor,
do?
Your Honor.
I want to come behind him and. So he's trying to beat on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys called him a bad guy. I think when Cratch is about to swing, I'm also gonna cast like Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
So if he hasn't noticed me when I come through this door and his back's turned to me, can I do a knockout hit, like a try to?
I would say that you could attempt to grapple him.
I'm gonna do that. I got the short, my shield, and my warhammer, and I want to try to grapple him, which I am a tavern brawler. So,
okay. Well, I would say that since he's kind of occupied trying to get in this door, he doesn't notice you coming. It's not like you kick the door in with a boot.
right.
So I'm going to give you advantage regardless whether you have it or not. So go ahead and make. It would be I guess it's a
strength, athletics.
It's technically an attack roll, but it would use your strength modifier. So it would be athletics, I believe. Athletics. We'll call it that.
Okay. That would be a 23.
And I believe it would be considered contested. And that is not going to do it. So you come up from behind him and you wrap both of your orc arms around him and you squeeze in on him, and it catches him off guard and catches him by surprise. You now have this guy grappled.
My silly
What?
bullshit.
What are you doing, twat?
Uh, 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 who are you? Let go of me.
Not till you tell me who you are.
It doesn't work like that. Come on. You know, you're dead and you don't even know it.
Oh, we're all dead the minute we're born. You're just
Yeah.
gonna be dead sooner.
Yeah, go ahead and let me go and I'll show you how dead you are. So this man is like easily in his 40s. He's kind of heavy set. He's got well, I mean, you can see the little token. He has like black hair. He's got a scorch mark on the side of his face.
Two-Face. Does he flip a coin?
He does not.
And I'm gonna shoot. Once he starts giving us shit, I'm gonna shoot the chaos bolt off.
Okay.
$26.
26 will hit.
And I'm gonna have it do psychic damage to him.
So 9 psychic damage. Okay.
Yes.
Let me see. What's his HP looking like?
I don't know why this is weird.
Well, because when you roll the chaos bolt, it rolls 2 d8s, right? And if the numbers are the same, then it goes to another target.
Okay. So the other target would take 6 if it was to roll the same?
Yes.
I got you now. Okay, cool. Cool. So 9 psychic damage to that guy.
9 psychic damage. Okay.
Is it initiative time?
It is definitely initiative time.
We did an action surge. You're gonna do
13.
that. Oh, sweet. 21.
21 for Cratch. Let me clear this off. Let's see. You got 19, guys?
13.
13. Okay. 21 for Cratch.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy. What the heck is his? Okay, so it's going to be a 17. Not 174, 17.
Oh god, he's going first, second, and third.
Cratch, you're up. You have this man in a grapple.
Is the soundbot broken?
Nah, I just turned it down for a second.
Okay. There it is. So with him grappled, do I have advantage on attacks or?
So grappled is his speed becomes 0. The condition will only end if the grappler is incapacitated or you let him go.
So can I bring
basically
him,
right now he can't move.
So can I bring him back through to the door and throw him out in front of all these guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I want to do. I want to bring him out.
It's going to be contested strength, but I'm going to give you advantage because you are behind him in this situation and you've got your arms wrapped around him. It's not like you're just holding on to his shoulders or holding on to his wrists.
So I'm gonna be like, time to I'm like, time to pay the piper, twat.
Well,
And I pull him through
my strength was bad, so just roll pretty okay, and you'll be fine.
so yeah, I'm gonna pull him through the door, and I want to throw him towards the middle there. And I rolled a 27.
Yeah, that's completely smashed him
I
trying
got
to
a plus
resist
9.
that. Your plus was higher than his whole roll. So
But I want to make sure once I throw him, I'm blocking this door right here.
blocking which door?
The door, I back through the door here, and so I threw him here in front of all the guards, and I want to block the door coming back into this room.
Okay. Go ahead and move your guy where you want him, and then I'll move him in here. Where do you want him? Like right here?
Yeah, I want him right there, and Cratch is where he wants to be, blocking the door.
Okay. So you toss this guy down and let him go. I'm gonna make him take some fall damage from that.
Fucking hey, when I throw a 27 out there, you better take some damage.
Yeah.
Maybe the other side of his face got some wood scuff, some splinters. It's nice to find somebody uglier than myself.
He goes to the ground with like a thud. What are you doing? That's your action. You still have a bonus action if you want it.
I think I'm good right now. I'm just gonna prepare myself with my shield and my warhammer.
Okay. He is up. He is prone. He picks himself up off of the ground, and let me make sure I have his motivations right.
Now, do the 4 guardsmen react when they see him thrown to the ground?
I mean, this all happens within a couple of seconds, so let's see. So it says here. Okay, got it. I thought that's what he would try to do. He's going to take a disengage action. I believe he gets to do that as a bonus action.
The rogue.
Make sure I'm reading that right. He does not get it as a bonus action. So he is going to use his action to take a disengage action, and he is going to move only half of his maximum movement, which is, well, that's not very good. You are allowed to get an attack of opportunity. Oh no, you've already. Well, you get a reaction. You can make an attack of opportunity against him if you want. Cratch.
We said he used disengage.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. So 5, 10. He attempts to run down the steps.
The guards don't do anything. Do they? I just want to see how the guards react to him when they see him. Do they just like
the guards are sharing an initiative? They're not on there, but they seem to just let you try to figure it out. They seem to be guarding this particular door, and they won't seem to let that go.
what a bunch of shitbags? That's the reason I threw him out there. I figured they would help out, like detain his ass.
That's his turn. Gus, you're up.
All right, Gus is going to. He's going to line up, and then he's going to. Can you give me a mildly difficult DC that I have to beat with a wisdom saving throw?
Is there a particular reason?
Because his wild magic hurt people, and with kind of part of his backstory, he's now scared of his wild magic and casting any magic.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, I'll put a DC up there. Got it. Make a wisdom saving throw. Okay, you succeed. 22.
Okay.
22 is pretty damn good.
You like put it all together. Never mind. Fuck it. You got it.
Never mind. We got it. Okay. All right. Gus is going to. He's gonna cast. He's going to take two fingers and put them up to his temple. And he's gonna kind of focus on this guy and cast Tasha's Mind Whip.
You
So
got
I
it.
need an intelligence saving throw. This is gonna be at 3rd level.
Okay, so let's see. He got a 14.
That is a fail. He takes 14 psychic damage. And then on the creature's next turn, it either gets a move, an action, or a bonus action, and only gets one, and he cannot take reactions.
Okay.
Yeah, and that lasts just for his next turn.
Is your Tides of Chaos refreshed?
Oh. Yes, it is.
Go ahead and roll your d20 to see if you spark charge. You're good.
5. All right, and then I guess with my movement, I'm not gonna probably move.
You
Maybe
got
just here.
So Cratch, you're up.
I'm like, you run, you're guilty. So I go after him, and I want to. Fuck, I don't want to. I want to tackle him. Can I make an attempt to tackle him as he's trying to go down the stairs?
Yeah. That'd be like a grapple attack. So go ahead and make a grapple attack.
And that'd be a 21.
That is better
Wait, hold on.
than my
22.
acrobatics. That is
22,
better than my
sorry.
acrobatics check, which was a 19. So
Okay.
you are able to grapple him.
Yes. I want to attempt to. Well, I've got him grappled. Is there any way to? Can I try to get him?
So you've
down?
got a hold of him. So his movement currently is 0. He has to attempt to break your hold on his turn.
So while I've got him, can I at least get the guards' attention to come help tie him up? Or
I mean, you can shout. You can shout at them. I mean, I would say you could do that as a bonus action.
Like, fuckers, let's go. Tie him up. Let's go. Help me out. One of you at least.
This one veteran sees that, and it seems like he's going to have a reaction to it. But it's not his turn, so. It's going to be this assassin's turn. He's going to attempt to break your grapple, which is a contested strength check. And,
okay.
Oh man, no way. Yeah, I got like a 5.
I got a 19.
So you hold on to him, and he can't move. That's his action. He only gets to do one. He only gets to do one thing, and that was it because of the mind whip.
What?
So,
Gus,
as I feel him trying to break away, I just kiss him on the forehead. I'm like, "Good try, sweet kids."
Okay, Gus.
Maybe next time.
You see that?
Squeeze a little bit harder.
You see that Cratch has a hold of this guy. He's not got his arms quite wrapped around him. He tackled him, and it looks like he's holding on to like basically both of his feet, so this guy can't run away.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and cast Chaos Bolt again, but at 2nd level.
All right. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, yeah, nice. 17.
You're still successful.
Okay. Do I get advantage because he's grappled?
He's actually prone and he's grappled, so
I'd have disadvantage.
Yep. So
Or
it's
straight roll.
Just a straight roll. So the 20's
Okay,
gonna the 20's gonna hit.
All right. And then at higher level, does Chaos Bolt do anything?
I
An extra
believe so.
D6.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So you rolled.
Rolling like crotch over here.
Yeah, but you rolled both, so it could potentially bounce. So you get the damage from, I believe, both, and it's going to be 9 damage total.
Okay, that's cool.
So
And then
put him to
that is gonna go ahead and end my turn.
So you see Gus lob a bolt of chaotic energy, and then it finally takes form into like an acid attack and splashes on Erstal.
Also, now we know his name.
Mm-hmm. You guys should have probably figured that much out for yourselves.
Herstal?
Erstal.
Erstal.
It's going to be the guard's turn. He's going to come down here and attempt to help you, like, tie this guy up. So it's going to be a contested strength. So he rolled that, and ooh, yeah, that guy rolled like crap. So yeah, he holds him down, and now that you guys both have a hold of him, and this guy is not going anywhere. With that, it's going to drop you out of combat. As you are now able to kind of get your rope and wrap it around him while the other guard is helping you hold him down. You tie this man up with pretty good fisherman's knots. And with that, we're going to end the session here, as you have stopped this Erstal person from doing whatever it was he was trying to do, and helped defend the house against these rogues in Tarum.
As we stand up after tying a knot, I punch him in the back of the head.
So yeah, that's going to be it for this session. I hope that everyone enjoyed the.
I was ready for more.
It's a good place to stop. It's about a quarter to 10:30, so good place to stop. And
damn.
We hope you enjoyed the Crotch and Gus show.
I hope everybody enjoyed the Cratch and Gus adventure. Hopefully the rest of the crew will be back next week, and so it'll be interesting. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks to anybody that is like from our TikTok world. We really appreciate it. Like I said, we're gonna be doing a post like thanking everybody for checking us out, getting us over 1,000 follows. So if you're enjoying the content and you want to see different things or more of the same, send us messages, comments. We'll keep doing what it is that you like and any new things you guys want to see. But in the meantime, we'll be back next Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern to get a little bit further into this mystery and see what's going on. Thanks again, everybody that tuned in, and we'll see you next week.